Hey Advent, it's time for another Milestone Monday, and I'm happy to bring you a lot of good news. First of all, thank you to all of you who came out to participate in one of our 3 town hall presentations of the new building and sanctuary. There were 230 who came out in person and another 480 who watched the presentation online. Then on October 22nd, the preliminary architectural plans, cost estimate, and funding plan were all unanimously approved at a church conference led by our district superintendent, the Reverend George Owl. There was such a wonderful spirit to our gathering and a lot of excitement in the air. Also during the town hall gatherings, you had a lot of great questions and some wonderful suggestions that our architect and building committee will now take into consideration as they develop the final plans. November, December, and January will be spent developing those final plans and blueprints. There will be a charge conference to give the final go-ahead, and then the permitting process will begin. Construction will start as early as possible in 2018. We are so grateful to our building committee for all the hours they've put in to lead us in this process, and we eagerly await the beginning of the construction project. Yesterday, October 29th, we had a wonderful celebration of Advent's 30 years in ministry. It was great to have Advent's founding pastor, the Reverend Smoke Knipe, on campus, to hear from the Reverend Susan Leonard Ray by video, and to hear birthday wishes from many of our ministry partners from around the community and around the world. When you think about all the things God has done in us and through us over the last 30 years, it is impossible not to be filled with gratitude. At the same time, I know you are just as excited as I am about the fact that the best days of Advent are still to come. God has uniquely positioned us to be a beacon of light in our community and to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. Earlier in the month, we elected leaders for all of our committees and ministry teams in the church. So many people have said yes to the call of God and to the nominations committee to serve as servant leaders within our congregation. And on Saturday, December 2nd, from 9 a.m. to noon, we will have an Advent Leader Summit to orient ourselves for the coming year in ministry. We ask all of our committee and ministry team members and chairs to mark that date on your calendars. Finally, now that our 2-year Beyond initiative is coming to a close at the end of this year, you might be wondering what's next. Well, the answer is next. In order for us to move into the future and what God has for us next here at Advent, we will roll out our next initiative in January. Again, it will be a 2-year discipleship and stewardship initiative to promote faith growth for all of us individually and to drive forward in our mission into the future. As long as there is one person within driving distance of our campus who has not experienced the grace and love of Jesus, we have not finished our mission. In other words, we're not there yet. You'll be hearing a lot more about this, but next will take us farther into the future in mission and ministry in our community.